make use of them.
I got all 4 ball joints now, and I'm going to be putting them on the monster. For some reason, I didn't move the camera closer, so I'm just going to speed through everything really quickly. When I finally do move the camera underneath the monster so you can see what I'm doing, you still can't see what I'm doing. I didn't point it high enough, and the background's too bright, so everything's dark underneath there. I really messed up with this. So now that the ball joints are in, I gotta set the monster on the ground and then start doing some adjustments. I haven't tightened anything up yet, because now I have to do some aligning. First thing I'm gonna do is line up the tires, or the wheels on one side. Make sure they're both dead straight. Good, so I come over to the other side, and I can tell just by looking at it, it's way off. So when you put the ball joints on, there's one that's right hand thread and one that's left hand thread. And the reason for that is all you have to do is twist the bar in between them, and they'll either pull them closer together or push them farther apart. So I think at this point I'm putting them closer together because the wheel was pointing out pretty far to the left. Once I adjust it a little bit, I recheck the other tire, make sure it's still straight. Real quick visual. If they don't look straight or even, and I know they're not. So now I'll get a little more specific. Make sure the front and back of the rim are both touching. And the bar straight forward from the back tire. Now one side's good. More adjusting. Like this side. More adjusting on this side. Straight. As soon as I made an adjustment, I gotta check the other side again. And we're good. And now I can tighten everything up. Well, the bottom ones anyways. Put the vice grips on the bar to make sure it doesn't twist while I'm tightening the nuts. One side done, now I move over to the other side. One thing I want to point out here, if you notice my solution to holding down the lid of the batteries, duct tape. I duct tape across the front just to make it look a little nicer than it's, the bare batteries or whatever. And I got the duct tape holding the lid down because there's nothing, the screws won't fit in the front. And again, I apologize for not being able to see what I'm doing. And it goes more concentrating on the monster than the actual video. I try my hardest to remember to move the camera when I move, but I don't always do that, apparently. I'm turning the top bar now. This is the one that attaches the handlebars to the left wheel. Real quick check, make sure the wheels are aligned. And now I look at the handlebars and make some adjustments till they point in center. That's good. Now I can tighten the top ball joints. And the middle one's really difficult to reach. Not a whole lot of room to work underneath the front end of this thing. Final visual check, make sure everything's nice and tight and straight. Job complete. Only thing left to do now is take it for a test drive. I'm always being told to completely drain the batteries for the first 2 or 3 cycles. I'm not sure why, but apparently it gives them their full capacity. Now, this will be my first attempt. I don't have the power supply on a scooter yet for the cameras, so the only one I really have that's guaranteed to work with the battery and not power cord is the GoPro. And I don't like using the GoPro, it does not handle the bumps very well. So that's what I got today, and I actually have it in my SJ Cam frame mount, so it doesn't quite fit. It's a little too small, so I have cardboard stuffed in behind it just to keep it from moving around, but it still moves. So that's my first attempt, my first what's the word I'm looking for, experience with the new batteries. So during this first test, I made two observations. The first one being I did my full trail tour out to Walmart and back home, and I lost the first bar on the battery meter, so that's pretty cool. And the other observation I made is, I don't understand it, but the monster is actually faster now. So in the rail trail, I used to get 20 kilometers per hour and the occasional 21. Now I'm getting 21 with the occasional 22. So that's kind of interesting. It's like the motor's going to use whatever it's going to use. It doesn't make any difference what the battery is in my mind, but maybe it's possible that this battery can handle a higher current and it wasn't limiting it like the other batteries may have. I don't know. I don't have an explanation for that, but I'll take it. It's faster. I'm happy. Doing that first test, that was just kind of to see how things were going, make sure ball joints are good, it's not wandering all over the place anymore, and see how the batteries performed. So I didn't use much power out of them, so I topped it off, or topped them off. Actually, there's two batteries. So now I'm actually going to try to kill those. I'm going to go out and do my full tour, rail trail, street tour, and keep going until the batteries are fully drained. And that's what I'm supposed to do. So this is my first attempt at that. goal though, the first thing I noticed was when I go through the rail trail, I used to get 20 with the occasional 21. Like I've said before, I'm now getting 20 and 22. On the road, I used to get 21 with the occasional 22, and now I'm getting 22 with the occasional 23. So I'm happy with the extra speed. That's kind of nice. As far as draining the batteries, I couldn't. I couldn't last that long. I drove everywhere I could. I'm worn out from steering. I'm sore from sitting for so long. I just can't go any farther. I still got 2 bars left on the battery meter. I never even got down to the low battery warning. So I wasn't quite able to drain them completely, but I got them down anyways. It was a fun trip.